Okay, so what you have witnessed is something interesting, right? It's like magic, like a portion is floating and it's detached from the lower portion. So this is a phenomenon that I noticed one time when I was preparing French press coffee. Basically, when I put the water, I didn't stir. Okay, so I didn't stir to assist with the dissolution of some components of the coffee to the water. All right. Now, when I was doing that, I thought, okay, let me just push the plunger a little bit. Okay, so I force some of the water to go through the coffee bed. And in doing so, I sort of assisted the dissolution, like the start of the dissolution. One time I left it probably too long because I was doing something as I right after I prepared my coffee, I was doing something, and then I noticed this kind of phenomenon wherein the coffee separated in a way that the top portion, like the liquid above the the filter, sort of levitates, right, and it's not falling down to the bottom part of the brewer. So I thought of it. How can I explain it? And the explanation for that, or the answer to that, is osmosis. Okay? So, in dissolving soluble solubles to a solution, or water in this case, the driving force is the difference in concentration. It always goes from higher concentration to lower concentration. So if there are more solutes at one area of a liquid, the solutes will make their way to the lower concentration areas. Okay, so that's typical dissolution. But what happened here, or probably still happening here, is osmosis. And osmosis happens when there is a barrier. I created a barrier by pushing this piston a bit. I divided the whole thing into two areas, the top and the bottom. Now, because I forced the liquid through the coffee beds, right, by pushing this plunger, some of the water were forced to go through the coffee bed, and so that leaves the top portion to be more concentrated compared to the bottom portion. All right. Now, in osmosis, what happens is because of the barrier and the solutes cannot pass through the barrier, all right, if the case is the solutes cannot pass through the barrier, and so the molecules of the solute of the liquid, the solvent, in this case water, can pass more easily through the barrier compared to the solutes. So what happens is the water or the solvent travels from the area of lower concentration to the area of higher concentration. Okay, so it's the water that makes its way so that there is an equilibrium in the concentration of the whole solution. Now, in this case, um, more water goes to the top chamber, hence freeing up some space at the bottom chamber. That's why there is a separation, or the top portions seem to like levitate. So yeah, it's just a cool observation when, in one of my coffee moments. And so I do it from time to time, and I decided to share it in this vlog. I hope I explained it clearly. If you'll excuse me, I'll have my afternoon coffee. Under the sun? Okay, I'm gonna seek for cover.